Welcome back to the MedicoTube. In today's video we are going to discuss 3 very important updates that directly impact NEET UG PG aspirants, physiotherapists, and even those preparing for government medical jobs. First, we will talk about the latest developments in the Supreme Court hearing on NEET transparency issues and how it could affect the ongoing and upcoming counselling process. Second, we'll cover the central government's big move regarding physiotherapists and the use of the doctor prefix, where contradictory notices have created major confusion. And third, we'll analyze a historic Supreme Court judgment that has changed the rules for reserve category candidates and their claims on general category seats, a decision that is going to affect not just SSC and Railway exams but also NEET UG, NEET PG, and future government medical job recruitments. So this video is going to be extremely important for every NEET aspirant, PG candidate, physiotherapist, and anyone looking at a future in government medical jobs. Make sure you watch till the end for complete clarity. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do hit that subscribe button right now so that you never miss any important updates on counselling, seat metrics, and cutoff details, only here on the MedicoTube. Today in the Supreme Court, the third hearing took place regarding the answer key transparency and score discrepancy issues, but once again no concrete conclusion was reached, and at the end of the hearing the judges gave around 2 weeks of time, though on the request of the petitioner's advocate there was an indication that the next date might be given after 1 week since the counselling process has already started at the state level, and if the All India counselling begins then this petition will lose its strength. That is why an early hearing was requested, but from today's hearing it was clear that the bench is not showing much interest in this matter because in the first hearing the bench itself was changed. In the second hearing the petition to postpone the counselling was dismissed as counselling had not started then, and on the transparency issue NBE was given 1 week to respond. And now in the third hearing only an indication of a future date was given, showing that the judges are delaying the matter again and again. Practically speaking, the counselling can start anytime and the Supreme Court case will continue in parallel. Once the choice filling, seat metrics, and other formalities begin, this petition will lose its relevance, as even the petitioner's advocate said that after counselling starts the petition becomes weaker. So candidates should assume that the counselling schedule can be released anytime, and during the seat approval process some seats will be added in the first round and some in later rounds as well. From this hearing it became evident that the Supreme Court is not in a mood to stop or delay the counselling process, and no major directions were given regarding the transparency issue. The only confirmation was that in the next week whenever the case comes up it will be taken as a top priority and heard first to ensure a quick decision. So our advice is that you should start preparing for counselling right away. Some states have already started their counselling, and you should keep all your documents ready in advance. Doctors, if you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss any update on medical exams and counselling. Big good news for physiotherapists. The central government has withdrawn its directive that barred physiotherapists from using the prefix doctor. Interestingly, 2 contradictory notices were issued by the Directorate General of Health Services, DGHS. In its latest letter dated 9th September, addressed to the National President of the Indian Medical Association, Dr. Dilip Bhanushali, the DGHS clearly mentioned that physiotherapists cannot use the prefix doctor, reversing its earlier position from April this year. The ministry stated that several objections and suggestions were received on this matter, which require further discussion and review, so the earlier directive has been put on hold until a final decision is taken. Earlier, in its letter dated 9th September, the Directorate General of Health Services, DGHS, had cited objections from organizations including the Indian Association of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation, arguing that physiotherapists are not trained as medical practitioners and using the title doctor may mislead patients and the general public, potentially leading to fraud. It was also mentioned that physiotherapists should not provide primary treatment and must only manage referred patients, since inappropriate physiotherapy interventions could worsen certain medical conditions. Courts such as the Patna High Court, Tamil Nadu Medical Council, Bengaluru Court, and Madras High Court have previously ruled that using the title doctor without proper medical registration is illegal. Additionally, Dr. Sunita Sharma had suggested that the new Physiotherapy Curriculum 2025 released by NCAHP should avoid the doctor title and instead use a clear and respectful designation like physiotherapist to prevent confusion among patients. For now, the government has withdrawn its earlier order, and a final decision will only be taken after a detailed review. Right now, the situation is that the government had earlier issued an order stating that physiotherapists cannot use the doctor prefix before their names, but after receiving many objections, the ministry has withdrawn that order, which means the final decision is still pending, and at present the use of the doctor prefix by physiotherapists is neither officially allowed nor officially banned, and things will only be clear once the ministry issues a final directive. Make sure to subscribe to the MedicoTube and stay ahead with authentic updates on NEET UG, NEET PG, physiotherapy, and government medical job counseling. Go to other case. The Supreme Court has delivered a very important and historic judgment which is not only relevant for SSC, Railway and other competitive exam aspirants but also highly significant for NEET UG and NEET PG candidates for government medical job, as it directly deals with the rules regarding reserve category candidates and their claim on general category seats. The court has made it clear that if any candidate from SC, ST or OBC category has availed any kind of relaxation, whether it is age relaxation, fee relaxation or attempt relaxation, then such candidates cannot migrate to general category seats even if their marks are higher than the general category cutoff. This case arose when some OBC candidates applied for SSC GD recruitment by taking age relaxation, cleared the exam and later claimed that since they had scored more than the general cutoff they should be allotted general seats. The High Court ruled in their favor, but the Department of Personnel and Training, means do PT challenged that decision in the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court categorically stated that the High Court's order was wrong because according to do PT rules, migration is not allowed once any relaxation is taken. The court also clarified that if a reserve category candidate appears in the exam without availing any relaxation and secures marks higher than the last selected general candidate, then they can rightfully claim a general seat, but the moment any form of relaxation is used, migration is not possible. This judgment carries a major impact because now all aspirants, whether preparing for SSC, Railway, NEET UG, NEET PG or other exams, have a clear understanding of when migration to general seats is allowed and when it is not. The ruling will influence not only ongoing exams but also future counseling and seat allocation processes, ensuring more transparency. Importantly, this decision is also expected to have a significant effect on upcoming government medical job recruitments where the same rules will apply. That's all for today's update. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and most importantly subscribe to the MedicoTube, so you never miss any important news on NEET, medical counseling, and cutoffs. See you in the next update. All the best for your journey.